2018 Australian Open, Venus Williams, Stevens, Vandeweghe lose on day 1. Venus, 37, was the runner-up last year. Cici Bellis also loses on a dreadful day for American women. Melbourne, Australia. In her first match at the Australian Open since a Williams sister was guaranteed to win the title, Venus Williams lost in the first round to Belinda Bencic and ensured it cannot happen in 2018. Venus lost last year's final at Melbourne Park to younger sibling Serena, who clinched an Open-era record 23rd major but hasn't played a Grand Slam tournament since because of her pregnancy and the birth of her first child. The 6-3, 7-5 loss for Venus Williams was her first in 5 career meetings with Bencic, who lost to Serena Williams in the first round here last year. It was a bleak opening day for American women, with U.S. Open champion Sloane Stevens, number 10 seeded Coco Vandeweghe, a semi-finalist here and at the U.S. Open last year, and Cici Bellis, the WTA's Newcomer of the Year, going out in the first round. The U.S. women were 0 for 7 in first-round singles by mid-afternoon. U.S. Open finalist and number 11 seeded Kevin Anderson was the highest-ranked man eliminated at that point, losing in 5 sets to Kyle Edmund, the only British man in the draw after 5-time finalist Andy Murray withdrew. Number 16 John Isner lost in 4 sets to Australian Matt Edman. The 20-year-old Bencic saved 5 break points in the 8th game before a rain delay caused an almost half-hour suspension of play as the roof was closed on Rod Laver Arena. She returned on a roll, winning the next 6 points to hold serve and then clinch the set. Bencic teamed up with Roger Federer to win the Hopman Cup for Switzerland in the first week of the season, and had the 19-time major winner's parents in the crowd supporting her on Monday. It must have helped, having overcome the surprise when the draw was made that she would have to play another Williams in the first round. Honestly, the first reaction of everyone was "oh, bad luck." But of course, it would be nice to play somebody easier first round and get your rhythm a little bit, Bencic said. It's amazing, when I was a little girl, I was watching them on TV. I never thought I'd get a chance to play them. Williams' exit followed number 13 seeded Stevens 2-6, 7-6-2, 6-2 loss to Zhang Shuai. Stevens had a chance to serve for the match in the 10th game of the second set but dropped her serve. She was outplayed in the tiebreaker and in the third set. It always shaped as a tough opener for Stevens, who hasn't won a tour-level match since her Grand Slam breakthrough triumph at the U.S. Open last year and facing a player ranked number 34, 2 spots off being seeded for the first major of the season. Stevens didn't play last year's Australian Open because of a left foot injury that kept her out of action until Wimbledon. Since beating Madison Keys in the U.S. Open final, Stevens has lost 8 matches. Sloane "she plays so well," won the U.S. Open. "Everyone knows she's a great player," Zhang said. "I know how hard I'm working. Coming to Australia I'm ready for every match, every player. That's why I won today." French Open champion Jelena Ostapenko made a positive start with a 6-1, 6-4 victory against 37-year-old Francesca Schiavone, the 2010 French Open winner. Vandeweghe was leading in her first set before a rain delay on his and Serena, and Timmy Babos rallied to win 7-6-4, 6-2. Of the other U.S. women out in the first round, Sophia Kenin lost to number 12 Julia Gorges, who extended her winning streak to 15 matches. Bellis lost to number 30 Kiki Bertens. Alison Riske lost in 3 sets to Kirsten Flipkens. Taylor Townsend lost in straight sets to number 19 Magdalena Rybarkova. Among the other seeded players falling were number 24 Dominika Cibulkova, the 2014 Australian Open finalist who lost to Kaya Kanepi, and number 31 Ekaterina Makarova, who lost 3-6, 6-4, 8-6 to Arina Camelia-Begu. Ryan Harrison was among the men advancing, beating Dudi Sela in 5 sets, along with number 10 Pablo Carreno Busta, number 23 Gio Muller and number 31 Pablo Cuevas.